Welcome back to Factorio playing the SpaceX mod on extreme settings, meaning 25 times launches required for every component, 16 times research costs, and 16 times production costs of every item that we have to launch 25 times. So, here we are. As I said before, where we would be at this copper that we're going to put in place. We have an engineering train here. I'm going to whack down a supply outpost here. I want to leave a little bit of space for up there, although really we probably only need this one once or so. Let's just whack it in. A supply outpost. Yep. We got every bit? Not yet. That's because we need some things from in here. On the engineering train, we need some of those, for example. There we go. Now, this has to be supply outpost. That bit has to be manual. Are we missing anything else? Yes, we've got a whole lot of arithmetic combinators that are ghosts. I know they're on here. Arithmetic combinators. Let's just grab some of those as well, just in case. Well, that should be off. We don't want to order oil barrels. Just make sure I haven't accidentally given an order to the supply. No, I haven't. Good. Right. So, at the moment, is it connected? Yes, it is connected. It is connected to the outside world, and it is giving a red signal because there's no demand coming from here. That's fantastic. Okay. Let us try and finish off our setting up of... Is that enough room for 3? Who knows? Guess we'll find out soon enough. Well, if it's not, we can fix it, I suppose. There we go. So in time, this will be copper not in the way, but copper 1. Because you're not in the way. Now, we need to get these guys out of here. Because from now on, we will probably only put down blueprints, not any actual... items other than in a ghost form. Let's grab as far over as we need to go. Now, why is this easier? Mainly because we don't have to carry all of the product for all of these miners, all of the power poles, all of the bots to support the base, all of the passive providers, etc, etc, etc. Maybe I'll go to the small one now. Should probably get rid of some of these now. We don't need them anymore for this playthrough. But never mind. Whoops, I don't want it like that. You've got to keep your orientation the same. Vitally important. Where are we? There we go. Rotate. Whoops, again. We've messed up with the small details. So the boxes have to align as well, of course. This is what playing Factorio for some years does to you, makes you very OCD conscious, although I don't think I'm nearly as bad as some, not even close. So there we go. As you can see, that is a very significant number of of items, not roboports soon, but items that we would have had to carry on our engineering train in order to fulfill this base. But instead of that, do these connect? Yes, they do. Very good. So now we whack roboports around here. Try and have connected coverage of the whole thing. Okay, this one here is clearly going to need an extra pole. And these guys are going to need powering up. We can probably put another one in there. That does that. So now what I'd really like, and what I was hoping this whole recursive blueprints thing would do for me, is that deploys an inserted blueprint, allows accessing blueprint data via the circuit network. I've never quite worked out if that works or not. Can clone and insert, remove them to from books. I'm gonna quickly make one of these guys. I don't think it does what I want it to do, but I'll make it anyway. I'm gonna clear all of this stuff. Now, do we have power to this guy? We might do, but just to be sure. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a blueprint, and I am going to make as though I was going to blueprint this whole thing. We wouldn't need that guy. We don't need these ones. So if that was our blueprint, then we have this blueprint digitizer somewhere. Maybe I need to put it closer. If I was to... What do I do with this blueprint digitizer? Where is the blueprint? There it is. If I... How do I put a blueprint in there? Doesn't really have instructions. Allows accessing blueprint data via the circuit network. I'm going to have to work out some of this stuff outside of an episode, because that's obviously a little bit confusing. What happens if I had it in here and I put that blueprint in there and I attached a wire between the two? Does it read it? Does it tell me what? No, it doesn't. Because that doesn't seem like the right sort of box. Blueprint data via the circuit network. Well, the other thing I can do is simply not worry about that right now. Come here to our trusty constant combinator. Open it up. We know from... Let's get the blueprint down here so I can just hover over it very easily. Constant combinator. Or is that what I was supposed to do with this thing? No, it doesn't seem to do anything. Anyway, never mind. Our constant combinator, we obviously need 582 of these things. Let's just put down, say, 600, it's easier. 350 or 300 and whatever it was, 320 of those. 110 of these. 7. Hang on, are these ones in? Where's our 7? I don't remember. Oh, there. Yeah, we don't need those. We've already got them, so that's fine. And a signal that we don't need. So it's just a large volume of stuff, really. But to make this all happen, we are going to have, say, 50 construction robots in there, and we are going to need a bunch of logistics robots. So they have to come from the engineering train, maybe a bit more. Maybe not as many as that. That many, say. Oh, I set that, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, we need blue thingamybobs as well, which actually I think I have on board this train. Is that right? Yes, somewhere. Let me just put my guys back in place. Very good. Now you guys can stop. Right, now we tell the supply train to go, and that should have sent a request. It appears to be going on red, which would not be good. So hi guys, we're back again. Of course it only takes a couple of minutes to find these problems when you are not recording. The error was very tiny. It was just this pole was connected from up here, but the green wire between this pole and this pole was missing, so the signal was not sent all the way back to the base. So what we are going to do now is try this thing again. At the moment, I actually have that train down there, so let's send it to supply unload and initiate the process properly. That was just my test to see if it would work, and I think it will. So yeah, if we go to supply unload, it should unload as it's doing and stay there for the moment. Then we can come here, we can engage that, we can go back to the map and see that it's moving up into to be supplied. It shouldn't take too long, since most of that stuff was hereabout. So we can actually watch the countdown if we so desire. I mean, what I'm going to be doing in future, once I'm comfortable that this does work, is at this point we take off, we move on, we start our next outpost, we move on, we start the next one, we move on, we start the next one, and so on and so forth. But just for this one, just to make sure it's all good, we will actually hang around and see if the automated process is sufficient to make everything work. And this is interesting. I actually have a little bit of pipe, since the only place where the outpost is in or is by the oil until now. So let us open up the book, open up that, and edit out these bits of pipe if we can see them. I wish you could scroll in, but you cannot. Is that a bit of pipe? Not really sure. Oh well, doesn't matter. How are we doing? So we are loading up the passive providers for all the miners to load into, and for some reason it is going slightly slow with that right now. And we are back. We are just finishing off the load of the last item or two. We're off. So it took a little while. I had to push the production of the passive providers a little bit, but it's sorted now. We have two stops called, and we had to rename the stop Outpost Supply. We got that name wrong. Here we go. We end up here. We unload everything. We're off, but I'm going to stay back here, and I'm going to get out of the way. And the 50 construction robots should just do the job of getting all of this sorted and building this for us, and there should be sufficient. This outpost should now be turned off, and I think you can see that from close inspection here. You can see it's red and it's flashing. There's no yellow light to say be on. If we have a look at oh, that's right, we only see it from in there. Right, Outpost Supply is disabled. It's doing a fairly good job of building all of this. Now there might be, if I look closely enough, there might be a small section that is not covered by the roboports. That's quite possible. If there is, so be it. We'll get sorted out eventually. Now the other thing, this is train stop copper 1. What we need to do is tell our copper in the way train that you no longer need to go to copper in the way. You can instead go to copper 1 until inventory full. Go there. Oh, you can't from where you're at. That is interesting. It's very interesting. Should have been able to. Right, go to copper unload. Get rid of that one. You can watch it here, or the map view to a certain extent. It won't stop for any length of time, then it should come up here and hopefully head to copper 1. A minute amount of time perhaps. No, I can't make it to copper 1, so there's an issue with our intersection or something along here, which I guess we can take the engineering train down to have a look at. Not really sure that I'm seeing what the issue is. Unless it thinks it should be trying to go that way instead of this way. Which could be a little bit of a problem. Let's jump into the copper train. No path. Alright. Go to manual. There's always something in Factorio to keep times fun and happy. Now, let's see. Now it can go to copper 1. Alright. I'm pretty sure then. Are you going to go to copper 1? No, you can't get to copper 1. Really? Okay. Manual mode. Ah! Nothing to do with my signalling at all. Simply this here. I don't even know if I need it. But in any event. Yeah, it doesn't look like we need it. Now go to copper 1. Right. Can't go any further than where the engineering train is. We'll move the engineering train out of the way. Check on progress. So here, we do have logistic robots. No, we don't for some reason. Oh, I've still got all the logistic robots. Okay. There we go. And my only question is this enough room? And I very much doubt it is, but is this enough room to go this way? So the construction robots are still building. How fast are we filling? Pretty quickly. Still have a few items in storage. We should also have a there. So as diggers are exhausted, yeah, we need more space than we have. That's not good. Alright. Well, that's separate. That's a separate issue. I'll sort that out, and next episode we can resume with perhaps a few less problems with our expansion. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.